pretty nice out. Thought I'd take this outside. So let me adjust this just a bit. So I did a version 2.0 on my hk45 holster, and I'm just gonna briefly just kind of cover some things, and just thought I'd make a video. You know, whoever wants to listen can. If you don't, oh well. So here's version 1. You've all seen the video on it. It's really nice, it works out real cool, but as I started making holsters, there were things I changed, and I needed a 2.0. What I don't like, or what I didn't do, on the back, no sort of high sweat guard type. I call them a short guard because I open carry. You can call them a sweat guard, whatever you want, but I don't have one. Also, the distance from the magazine across is too far. It's too much. So I wanted to change that. But other than that, everything about this holster, other than those two things, I like. I mean, retention's real nice. It has a really cool look about it. It's just really nice, you know? Well, as evolution in my holster making evolved, we got the Glock holster, which again you've seen. So, what did I change? Okay, well, we got a guard on here. We got a short guard. We got a sweat guard. There's also, if you notice, the back's higher on the magazine to help load, or to help assist you in putting mags back in, so you're not kind of trying to hit the hole, so to speak. Again, retention's nice. This distance is a lot closer from here to here. It's more compact. That's really nice. The one thing that it was missing was, you see these companies that have a piece that sticks out from here, and your belt hits that and kind of keeps it pulled against you. Here is the space for the belt, but down here is the attachment. I would have to make something that came up, was kind of in line with the belt. You know, it'd have to come up like a flag, so to speak. No big deal, really. This stays pretty good, pretty tight against me. But that's really the only thing that that I guess I could hold against it. My edges, all my edges, they need the rough sand marks taken out, but I gotta be honest with you, I really don't care, because I shoved this thing in my pants. You know, you're never gonna see these rough sand marks, either am I. Eventually I'll get to it, but for right now I don't give a shit. One other thing though, it's going to be hard for you to notice, is you see the attachment here for the belt clip. There just is, I don't know if I could, there just is enough space for the light to not hit those Chicago screws up in there. Just is enough space. So I wanted to maybe change that or address that on my next holster. Retention's nice. This just goes in and out just slick as can be. Magazine retention's nice. Okay, so the evolution persists. Here it is. Retention is on the tighter side. You can see it snaps in real well. Okay. The holster is legitimately 3 days old. It will quote unquote break in a little bit, but I think retention's nice. Retention on these magazines, pretty good. These don't have the indentation like Glock mag, so you're really squeezing the whole thing. No high guard on this, or what I call like an easy magazine thing. It's just, I don't know, it's a nice feature, but I just didn't add it to here. But we do have the high guard this time for the gun. I did 3 holes this time for 2 reasons. I can get, if I want to use that thing, it's more in line if I ever decide to. And it just sort of helps control retention a little bit more. I got 3 ways to crimp down, to bite down on the gun. If you notice here, now we have a higher swell right here, which lets the Chicago screw get up in deeper so that there's no wear on the weapon mount, or the weapon light, or the slide for that matter. I did away with the finishing washer here. Just went to a domed head Phillips screw, and outside of that, it's essentially the same. Oh, more compact as well. So it's really coming along. This is really nice. Versus the old one, the version 1.0, this one is comfort out of 5. I would give the other one a comfort of 4, or I mean, the version 1 would be a 3. The comfort on this would be a 4. Comfort's a little better. There's always going to be, listen, when you run a gun like a Glock 19, this hk45 compact, SIG 320, anything in that size, when you run that gun in an appendix holster, you're always, especially with a light, but even without, when I had my Glock 19 in just that incog holster, there's always going to be a pinch point. When you sit down, something's gonna fucking pinch you in your pelvic area. It's just the only, I mean, I can't speak for a Glock 43 or a Shield. I don't own one. But for those size pistols, I don't care what you do. When you're sitting in a car, when you're sitting at a restaurant, you're going to always have a pinch point. Just a fact of life. So, all in all, I'm pretty satisfied with the way this turned out. I don't know if I'm going to double up on the rubber washers under here and get this a little higher, especially on this side. I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. We'll see. But as you're going to see in the videos coming up, some shooting videos, it doesn't do too bad. I suck. I got to really work on the double action, because that's how I shoot. I shoot from a double action. I carry the gun, as I've mentioned in other videos, I carry it loaded, decocked. First shot, double action. We'll work on that now that it's springtime. But I'm really satisfied with this. I like the color combo that I did. I like how it turned out. Again, I have to go through and sand all the rough marks off of it. But, you know, we'll worry about that later. But anyway, I just thought I'd bring this up to you. I mean, once you kind of understand blocking the gun and you kind of you get into these a little bit and you get a rhythm. This isn't hard to do. I used to hate this. I thought it sucked. It was so hard for me. I just wasted kydex left and right. And but now I'm actually making shit that I feel is usable equipment, and I'm very picky. I really am. I mean, I'm picky about, you know, I don't want to go and get no fucking retard idiot holster at the fucking local gun shop. I want something that I think is cool and that I think is a quality piece. And for me to carry my own thing and be into it like I am, to talk about it like I do, to show it off, I'm personally I'm very pleased with it. The only thing that really gets to me is the pinch points. But I have lights on both holsters, or both guns, and you're just gonna have that, you know? I mean, there's no way around it. I'm looking for the Glock 43 as something for it, like an everyday carry. Now, to just go to the store and piss around for a little bit, I don't mind this, but all day long, I get sore. I really do. I've wore this, and I've worn my Glock all day long, hours and hours, and my pelvic area, it really does. It's sore as fuck when I go to bed at night. It's fucking sore. So, just take it for what it's worth, you know. But there it is. I just wanted to share it. Just kind of give you a heads up what's going on. I got new video editing software because I used to do this with Windows Movie Maker, and I had to reformat my computer, and now you can't get Windows Movie Maker. And I'm trying something else, and it really sucks. It's just hard for me to use, so eventually I guess we'll get better at it. But anyway, I just wanted to bring this up to you, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the video.